Hello, good morning, good morning. You're on to my YouTube channel and you're welcome today. And today I'm going to talk to you about how I started investing in UK properties. My name is Violet, your UK property investor, and I share with you my journey. I document it on this channel. You already know because you've been following my channel, my story. And today I'm just going to let you in on my journey from the start. Yes, you really asked for it and I'm going to give it to you. So how did I start in UK investing in properties here in the UK? So before I got into the UK, before I immigrated, I had property background. My family had flats and houses that needed to be managed, and I was managing those flats on behalf of my siblings, on behalf of my mum, my parents. Yeah, and I had that experience back then. So when tenants moved out, I actually go in and clean up and do all the little refurb, then get all the tradesmen in, and then if the toilet needs doing, I get the plumber in. If the kitchen is doing, I get the kitchen fitter in, and all the building works, bricks needs to be laid, I got all those coordinated, all those. I was in my late teens to my early 20s, so yes, it's been a long time. But how did that now transform into me being in properties in the UK? Good question. So while in the UK, I tried so many things. You already know before. If you haven't seen my failures, go watch my videos. I talked about my failures, and I tried so many things. But I kind of sat back one day and I thought, hang on, Violet, you have experience managing properties, and there has been this very vocal, you know who I'm talking about. I have to mention names here. I know in the past I have not mentioned any names, but I want to attach my progress to the people that were instrumental to bringing me to this level. So yes, for the first time I'm going to mention names of the trainers that trained me here in the UK. So you all used to this man. You see him all the time on YouTube. He talks about property. He's very bold and very outspoken, vibrant. Who am I talking about? Simon Leeds. Simon Leeds is the very first person that got me thinking. I encountered him back in 2018 or so on Facebook, and I've been following him since then. I'm like, he's doing properties in such a grandeur style. I said, well, gosh, I love his enthusiasm, his charismatic nature, his boldness, and I got really into his videos, and I found his YouTube channel and I started binging. So the more you listen, one thing I would say, if you want to be successful, surround yourself with the people you aspire to be like. You want to be successful, don't be around people that don't think like you, that they are not in the zone as you are. So I kind of propelled myself to be in Simon's zone. So I did that for years, and I'm like watching him all the time, and he's growing. God, he is now a millionaire. I'm like, oh wow. So then I got really into it, and I said, I'm gonna go to his £1 event. Disclaimer, they don't know I'm doing this video. None of the trainers I'm gonna mention are aware. This is not they don't even know. They might not even know I exist. So it's just that I'm giving back. I'm letting you in on how I started my journey. So yes, I went to Samuel's £1 event in London, and it was a blast. It was like it was fiction in reality. And this guy is the same boisterous man that you see on YouTube. In person, he's even more, he's there. He's got it. He knows what he's doing. He knows his stuff. And his attitude to work is great. I have this memory of what he said. When you don't pay for a service, you don't pay attention. That gets me all the time. So nothing is free. You pay for it, and you pay attention, and you read it. You go into the portal, you study, and you train yourself. Really, if you have any questions, you go use his team, and you figure out things for yourself. He opened my mind into strategies. I've started hearing about strategies. It's not just properties, just get people and shove them in the house and all that. No, but with Samuel, I got to know that you have to be focused on different strategies. Buy, refurbish, and repair is a strategy. Service accommodation is a strategy. And you want to do rent to rent, you want to do lease option, all these strategies, massive, different commercial, everything. He is a fountain of knowledge. So I learned a lot. He gave me an overview. So, and then I didn't have the means to start the property investing at the time. So yes, I did pay for the training and all that after the £1 course, but I didn't have the money to start my first project. So in between looking for my first project, money for my first project, I heard about starting small. So, and because having an overview is good to water the ground, to give you that holistic knowledge. I wanted someone that does exactly the strategy I want, so I can have that full rapport, full support in going into it. So I found my second trainer called Simon Smith. Yes, Simon Smith. He is the service accommodation masterclass provider. He has this unique platform. I joined his program when he was running the 90 days to your first service accommodation. And boy, trust me, I jumped on that bandwagon and I said, I am doing this. And I jumped on it. And your girl, yours sincerely, because I am very focused. Thank you, I admit. I did my first service accommodation, set it up, put it on Airbnb in 30 days. The training was for 90 days. I did all the training and did all the practical to do. I love to do. I don't just read and go and sleep. I did the training, and I put my first service accommodation, rented it out, gave money to the landlord, and put the listing up on Airbnb and Booking.com. Yes, I did, because I had the support and the one-to-ones and everything. Nice and quick. I did it in the record time. 90 days for the course. I did it in 30. So Simon Smith was instrumental to helping me set up my first service accommodation. I know that first service accommodation I don't have it today because it's not Simon Smith. We did all the numbers, did everything worked out. That's when I said in my previous video, or one of my videos, I said, you can do all the numbers, crunch all the numbers you like, but if you find out 3 months down the line, you do know you have a break clause with your landlord when you sign your service accommodation agreement. So the break clause says I get out of it in 6 months. And boy, did I run. Because after 3 months, I found out I was just taking money from my guests and shoving it back to the paying the landlord. So I wasn't making anything. And the last thing I want to do is tap into my income, my salary, my day job money, and pay service accommodation. The service accommodation should pay for itself, and that is a red flag for anybody. If your service accommodation is not paying for itself, run away, return it, because you cannot fund it and you have guests living in there. That's what I said about 90% occupancy, but you're broke. Don't do that. So your service accommodation should be able to pay for itself. You might not have a regular profit every month, but as long as it pays for itself and pays the bills, you don't have to tap into your own income, then you're okay to keep it and see how the weather or how the seasons affect it. But in my case, I was not looking to start paying the landlord guaranteed rent from my salary, my pay, my money, my income, my IT money. I said no, so I had to return it. But it had nothing to do with Simon Smith. It's just the situation and the issues with the flat, the apartment. I had issues with the landlord and the he wasn't cleaning the place, and I had lots of silly reviews, and because of that I had to shut it down. So it's nothing to do with Simon, but he led me to starting my first service accommodation. So After I gave back my first service accommodation SA unit to the landlord, I stumbled upon God, I am an epitome of research. I found the Touchstone Education duo. I found Abby Hockway, and I found that the Touchstone Education family is holistic. Is a large training hub, honestly. So with Touchstone Education, and I just wanted to know more and see how I can become a property owner, and not only do a service accommodation, which I'm no longer interested in. I decided to look into the possibilities of having my very first buy, refurbish and repair. And that's timing kind of keyed into when we were remortgaging our property. So I had money to pull out, and that money I didn't have when I was with Simon Leeds, and I had that money with Touchstone Education. So that was why I ended up doing my first buy, refurbish and repair strategy when I was with Touchstone Education. Did they educate me? Boy, they did. And they are still educating me. I'm in their academy, and I'm happy to be there with doing all I do with Abby Hockway and everyone in the community. It's amazing. It is a good place to be. That's why I say you need to get the training. If you don't have the training, you make all the mistakes and blunders. You need to be handheld in this business. You have to start with one strategy and see if it works. So while I'm in Touchstone Education, the opportunity came for me, and I'm still reaping from the benefits of the £1 event I went to in London a year ago or so with Simon Leeds. The people I met there, everyone, one of the people I met there, because I did an exercise on his set for us, and I passed with my teammate. We had to find it's a task that he gave on the £1 event. You have to find a service accommodation, find a property on Rightmove there and there, bang bang bang. Like I told you, he is a bang 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 tutor. He doesn't mess about. Find a property there and there while you are at the venue, and do the numbers and see, come in front of the stage and tell us how it will be profitable, and let's see if you have a good return. So I did that alongside with my partner as in someone that I partnered with at the event, and we both won. With Simon Leeds gave us 300 quid on stage. I say that, yes. I am happy that you I was able to do that on stage with you, and while I did that, I then exposed myself. So I'm still benefiting from that exposure. So when in my buy, refurbish and repair strategy that I'm doing, one of the investors in this strategy is one of the people I met at the £1 event. You see how it all comes together. So this is a people's business. You have to be out there. If you're not out there, you think you get all this done within just being at home. You have another thing coming. You have to come out of your comfort zone to do the things you've never done before, to see the results that you hope to see. You get my point? So you cannot keep doing the same thing all the time and expect a different result. So I had to step out of my comfort zone. I've been to London, I've been to Birmingham, I've been to Coventry, I've been to Bradford. You just have to come out of your comfort zone and meet people. And the more people you meet, they might not be able to help you now, but you have the accessibility to them, and you can share ideas and form a property investors network. You are as rich as the network you're seen with. The people you mingle with, the people you interact with, is as good as your quality, is as good as your value. So back into while I'm in with Touchstone now, that's my third trainer, and that's it. I had 3 different trainers. I'm now having my second service accommodation in Bradford. So I am happy. My level of knowledge that I've gathered, coupled with what I knew before about managing workmen and tradesmen, is all it's all coming together, if you like. So this is my journey, and this is bespoke to me. You don't need to move around the 3 different trainers. If you so wish, great, but find a trainer. That's all I'm saying. Whoever you want to use, find a trainer and learn the ropes of the game. There are so many ropes. Don't wing it. You think you can. You think you binge on their videos all day. You can't wing it. You have to do it right. So if you're doing it right, it will be well for you. I hope this video meets you well, and I hope you've been able to understand my journey, where I'm coming from. And if you do have any questions at all, leave them on the comment section below, and I will answer them. I will answer them all gladly. Until next time, it's Violet. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? You see, we're growing. Join us, and we will be lovely and happy to have you with us. Thank you. Until next time, it's Violet. All the best. I'm out.